They say the key to success is to just get started. So here we are. Hi, I'm Chandler Goodrich. I'm an actor and director from Greenville, South Carolina, and I've got almost nothing to show for it. I made an 18-episode documentary series for the Logos Theater and a World War II short film that I plan on turning into a feature. I also have an extensive acting resume that includes film, theater, and voiceover. However, I don't yet have possession to my acting clips, so in some ways I feel like I'm starting over again, but that's not a bad thing. Every day's brand new, and there's new mercy all the time. My goal is to build a career, practice, act and direct for a living, and overall just enjoy life and the process along the way, and share my journey in case it may inspire one of you. So, what do you need to get started with acting? Art in the professional world is a bit of a conundrum. I mean, you gotta have the jobs to get the experience. You also have to have the experience to get the jobs. It's weird. But there is hope. As an actor, the way you initially showcase what you can do is by preparing a monologue. I have friends that have booked based off their headshots. Yeah, that hasn't happened for me yet. Even if you haven't booked yet, you can always prepare and work on a monologue. My agent is gonna call me any day now to film mine, so my goal is to find it today. For film and TV, a monologue is around 60 seconds or less. Try to pick something that showcases your current ability and is very true to who you are. But you wanna make sure that you don't pick one famous, because if you pick one that's famous, if you choose to do the iconic scene in A Few Good Men, you can't handle the truth. People are gonna think Jack Nicholson, they're not gonna think you. Writing your own or working with a writer friend is a great way to avoid doing that. I decided to just write my own because I'm already a screenwriter anyway, so I think it'll turn out okay if I do that. First thing you want to do is come up with a storyline. You want to work smarter, not harder, so why would you put that much effort into a line that's only a minute long? Remember, monologues still exist within a scene in a movie. So to help me, I'm going to write that environment in. I was thinking it could take place in a city. I wanted to pick something that's really relatable, but also grabs the heartstrings, so I decided to go with a suicide prevention story. But it needs to sound like it came from a TV show. So, we'll see how that goes. I think my scene's gonna take place in a rooftop. I think it's gonna be about... The setting tells you everything about where the characters live. Your monologue still has to tell a story. The basic building block of a story is that you have a character that has a goal to achieve, but something stands in their way. So in this case, a 30-year-old teacher is trying to get his student to step down from the edge of a building. Again, setting is very important. Typically, screenplay is about 1 minute per page, but I've noticed when writing dialogue, when there's dialogue only, it actually doubles to 2 minutes a page. So as long as your monologue goes about half to the page of screenplay, you're good. Okay. Was he bullied? Did he commit a crime? I would love to work on a crime show, so that doesn't sound like a bad idea. So we know the character's relationship, their teacher and student, and to me that's helpful because I have a few years of teaching experience, so this relates to me very well. And that's the question too. Why is the student jumping off? Maybe, I've been watching a lot of numbers, so don't judge me. Maybe the student was falsely accused of a crime. As I was developing this more, I decided to change the teacher character to a police officer. Maybe he's an officer. Yeah, maybe I'll make him a police officer. 30-year-old police officer is trying to get his student, is trying to get a high school student, if I can spell high school correct, high school student, to step down from the edge of a building. This seems like it's a lot for a monologue, but it's not about what it's gonna turn into. It's about the information you're conveying, because you're conveying a story that is being lived by a character. And so therefore, you have to make sure that you are developing it enough so that you can create pictures in the mind of the people seeing it, so that they could see you working on a TV show of that level. So I'm gonna make sure I put that kind of effort into my monologue. So I'm writing that he's on the building, he's about to jump off, he's been tortured. There we go, yeah. He's about to jump off the building because he's been tortured by his bully. Okay, I think I got it. Now I just need to tweak it and cut it down, and I think we'll have something. Plot twist, I'm here at a networking event where we're doing a class on camera motion. Here with an old friend of mine, Senor Joe Lining.
What's up?
I get the best piece of advice regarding networking, and it's just meet people even if you don't think they could possibly move your career forward. It was really humbling to hear that, but when I did that, I found that it just took the pressure off of networking in general, you know? Hey man, it's a buddy of mine, Chad.
Oh, you know Chad?
Oh yeah, me and Chad go back. I like to test dialogue by saying it like it's actually my line, just like I would for a line in a play. Hey, take it easy, just step down and come talk with me, okay? We know you didn't do it, and we know they've been hurting you. They won't hurt you anymore. There's something about it that's not working. Thankfully, I wrote another one a while back, so I'm gonna have a look at that. Writing one isn't always easy, that's why sometimes it's usually better to just find one that already exists, but yeah. I've written like 3, so. I like to test my dialogue by actually saying it out loud. I find it helps me avoid the whole nobody talks like that spiel. Mom and Dad saw you on the news, they've been looking for you. You've got people looking for you, okay? When in doubt, just go with your first idea. Oftentimes I run into situations where I come up with an idea and then I change it and then I end up changing it back. That's when I decide, okay, no, I'm gonna stick with it. So I'm gonna stick with this idea. It's really hard not to make that cheesy. And if it's cheesy, it's gonna be insulting to people who have gone through this. Ending things like this won't. Mom and Dad, Grace, they're downstairs right now. As I tried different ideas, I noticed that the lines kept getting better and better. Take it easy, just step down and come with me, okay? We know you didn't do it, and they won't hurt you anymore, okay? We know what they've been doing to you, and they're down at the station 13 years ago. We did it. We got our monologue written, and not only that, I have 2 monologues to choose from, so that's amazing. I'm gonna prepare both, I think, and then we'll see which one my agent likes the best. We'll have options and a way to get my career going forward. He may have me just come up with a new one, who knows? And even during this, I just thought of a 3rd option, so that's 3 scripts. So now that that victory's over with, I think we're going to just call it a night. So thank you for joining me on the first edition of this journey. If you want to keep following, just do me a favor and hit the triple combo right there. And any active friends watching, what is your favorite monologue tip? Thanks for joining me on this wild Da Vinci journey, and I'll see you next time.